Do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Watson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
19, 57, 24, 57 for Mike. 50. Let him know.
From the 50, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Reset. 19. 57. Mike, 57. 59.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson looks to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lawson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Squeeze, double. Left coming. Hey, check Mike.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A second down run with Lewis. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. carries up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Green 80. Check. Walk 54. So don't say no.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 12. Right there. 54. Right there.
They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Jim. 31. 57's the mic. Watch the line.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
280. Mike 54. You're trash.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Open man is Anderson. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing again here, Wilson. Dancing to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's get out the field, defense. Let's go double count right here, double count. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey, 31!
After the run, Watson going to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
54. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Got it. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Douglas complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter. But
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, nothing.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 29, Wilson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Mike 54. Mike's up.
After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing again is Watson. Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Lewis has the first down and then some. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shrugs him off. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Wilson. That one complete to Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
54.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check the backer, check the backer. 59. Check, check.
Now P-Ryan. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
24. 54.
From the gun on third, Watson flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
57 to Mike. 55. 57 to Mike.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch there. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 29-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Watson going to throw again, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Come on.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
One left. Watch the whip. Check. Fresno. Rotate. Step. Spot that.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No such thing as a loss. We taking wins. 54.
Throwing again. Watson eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne, able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawk.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. To throw again is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Watson throwing again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in, and the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.